Today, 930 people received their second last $100 monthly payment in Omitara as part of the Basic Income Grant pilot project, which is wrapping up. The News on One visited the settlement to investigate if the project, which is aimed at economically empowering communities, has succeeded in improving the community members' lives. The project ends this December, after which it will be up to the government to decide whether or not to implement the Basic Income Grant nationwide.
A meager allowance of $100 per month has drastically improved the quality of life of community members in Ochivero's Omitara settlement. The Basic Income Grant pilot project will come to an end this December, and today was the second to last payout. The health of children in the community was most notably affected due to a great reduction in malnutrition.
There is really a big change if it's come to malnutrition. We don't really have malnutrition cases at the clinic. So the living standard and the nutrition status have improved. And according to the, finance and payments for the clinic, when the BIG was introduced, at least now people can afford to pay their health services. And we don't have any more this problem of people coming to the clinic without payments. So at least now the BIG have really helped with related to the condition of the community.
Healthy children make better learners. A teacher from the Omitara Primary School spoke about the positive changes he has witnessed at school as a direct result of the Basic Income Grant.
Most learners, they do have school uniform, they do have school books. They also used to bring food to school with them. So in order to keep them at school, I think the Basic Income Grant has made a tremendous change in the life and the community at this place.
All of the community members that spoke to the News on One were extremely thankful for the money invested into their lives. Along with health and educational development, community members noticed other signs of improvement. It helped me a lot. It made an improvement in our community and in our children's futures.
Before
the Basic Income Grant, there were just much crimes. The guys were just going in the boys' games and slaughter some things, but after the Basic Income Grant, over my experience, I can tell there's a difference. The guys stop the crime and the people stop the crime.
After the pilot project ends, it will be up to the government to decide whether or not to implement this Basic Income Grant nationally. Regarding the elections, the ruling SWAPO party has been in open communication with the Basic Income Grant Coalition, and the COD, NUDO, and SWANU have listed the Basic Income Grant as a party priority in their manifestos. Those lobbying for the implementation of the grant are hopeful and optimistic.
For me, the important thing is that the community really feel they got their dignity back and they've been valued as a member of society. I think that's one of the important findings, that they really feel they've been regarded as human beings again and not just left alone in their poverty.
It would take only 5% of Namibia's GDP to pay for a nationwide basic income grant. And 2 studies have shown that Namibia has the economic stability and strength to finance it. Some people argue that this form of charity instills laziness into receivers of the financial aid. However, the Grant Coalition urges the country to look at the town of Omitara as an example of success.